What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Pointed's spoiler review of The Predator. I'm assuming you've seen it by now, but if you haven't, don't watch this. Check out my non-spoiler review. As always, remember to rate, review, subscribe on YouTube, Audioboom, Facebook, and Twitter. Okay, so we'll get into it. So, my biggest gripes of this movie are this movie starts out extremely quick. The predators are chasing after each other. The one predator is being chased after another predator. He jumps through a time portal, crashes on Earth, where he runs into Boyd Holbrook, who's a sniper rifle gentleman. And Boyd Holbrook sees the predator, and he slices him up, but he kills his partners and so on and so forth. And then he gets captured by the military, and he takes some of the items that the predator, who's now unconscious, and sends it basically to his son, who's played by Jacob Trembly. And that's the beginning of the movie. That's literally like the first 5-10 minutes of the movie. That's how quickly this movie starts. And I don't mind when things are like that, but it's paced so quickly and so just in your face that it doesn't give you a chance to even comprehend what it's doing. And to me personally, maybe not to other people, but it affects the long run of the movie because this movie is weirdly paced. The difference when the predator is off the table and he's going off on a rampage because he's trying to actually give tech to the humans because he's trying to save the humans. It's not really explained why, but he is trying to give the humans the ability to stop the predators, which is a really interesting twist. I actually kind of thought it was interesting. But then we find out that, Olivia Munn finds out that the predators are using human DNA, and that's the reason they're taking their trophies with the neck, and that becomes really stupid. And then you get like a super predator, which you've seen in the trailer. And I don't know, this movie just feels like so out of place with that kind of stuff. Olivia Munn as a scientist wasn't half bad, but it's just like Olivia Munn is just not a scientist type character. And it was, there's been a lot of issues with the casting that she's been placed in. But then you have Jacob Tremblay, who has Asperger's. He receives the equipment and he figures out how to use it, which, I mean, they talk about how he's the next step of evolution, and then the super predator wants him to basically expand into the other predators to mutate them to become more super predators. It's kind of like when in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 when they're using the ooze to create new characters and stuff like that. But it's just like, I don't know. It just feels really just fucking weird, man. It's like Shane Black took a acid pill and said, you know what we need? We need a super predator who's going to make more super predators. And then Sterling K. Brown. I like Sterling K. Brown. I didn't talk about this in the non-spoiler review because his character is, you can't really talk about it without being spoilery. But his character is like an asshole, and he's a douchebag, and he's like willing to get a kid, the kid Jacob Tremblay, is willing to get him shot in the kneecaps because Boyd Holbrook's trying to save his son. And then the predator is going after him. And then there's like predator dogs, which I don't know if that's part of the mythology, but one of them gets like stuck in the head and becomes retarded and or messed up. And I don't know, this movie's just all over the place when it's doing things. And then you got the other cast. You got like Michael Keegan Key. You got Alfie Allen. You got Thomas Jane, who has Tourette's, and they feel like they're having fun, but they just feel like stereotypes of like really offensive characters, and Thomas Jane especially, because you learn later on that he doesn't have this kind of tick. It's not really. It's just him playing, and there's like this weird subplot with him and Michael Keegan Key, and I know Shane Black is known for his crass, dark humor, but this is just so over the top. I mean, you see it in the trailer, but like the stuff that Michael Keegan Key is saying, the jokes he's saying, that plays out through the whole movie. And the characters themselves are played for laughs because they do a lot of weird shit. And then, okay, so I don't know much about the military, but I'm pretty sure that Yvonne Strahovski, who was in Chuck, would not know about all the shit that her ex-husband or husband, Boyd Holbrook, has done. She knows everything that he's done, how he's had like 13 confirmed kills, that he was a special ops military sniper. So that's really weird. And just like this movie is just the way it's paced, the way it's edited, the way it's chopped together. I don't know. I feel like I could have added more to the movie. Not me personally, but I feel like there could have been more added to it. But it's not saying that's not a bad thing. The movie, like I said, the violence is all over the place in this movie. Like, there are people dying that have no reason to die. There's like, when the Predator starts using its weapons, people are getting split in half. If you've ever seen the original movie, it's violent, but it's not so excessively violent that you just get bored by it. And like I said in my non-spoiler review, this movie is just excessive in its violence. I mean, it's like, guys are getting hands chopped. Like, the one guy throws one of the Predator's swords that cuts off hands, comes back and chops him in the hand, and then Sterling K. Brown just shoots him in the face. And just like, people are getting ripped in half, like, in Jurassic Park or something like that. And I know the Predator is known for being a hunter, for being a predator, but it's just like the level of violence is like, holy shit, what the hell is going on here? And like I said, that's my feeling on the matter. A lot of people enjoy that kind of stuff, and that's fine. I like violence, but I don't like it this excessive. And this is what happens when you give Shane Black, when you take him off the leash. This is the kind of stuff he does, because like Nice Guys is extremely violent for a movie that of its type, and I love that movie, but it's just like, holy crap. And then at the very end, they've killed off the super predator, and the predator, apparently the one that was there to help them, which is really weird because you never think of predators being friendly, helpful, and they're not. He's not really he's not friendly, but he's helpful. He gives them the super weapon. It's basically got like a Predator Iron Man armor, and it molds itself around a scientist. And because Boyd Holbrook has now been given a pardon, and they attach it to a scientist, and you see it's a Predator outfit that can take on their Predator. You can take off other Predators, and we have Boyd Holbrook's basically doing a Independence Day thing of, give me the armor. This is my armor. I'm gonna defeat the Predators, and it's just, I guess this movie, I'm sure there's gonna be a sequel to this movie, because I'm sure this movie's gonna do really well. But I don't know. Like I said, it's so all over the place. And then there's a scene where Jacob Trembly uses the mask for Halloween, the Predator mask, and then he gets hit with something, and the mask like shoots off a grenade at the person who hit him and this kills him. And that's the kind of stuff you're going to get in this movie. So if you like that, that's fine. But I don't know. But that's pretty much it. There's more stuff. Like I said, it's not going to be the worst movie you ever see. It's definitely not Slender Man. I'll give it that. But it's just like, as a movie I was actually looking forward to, I was really underwhelmed by the pacing and the over violence, and just the characters not being real well put together. So, but that's it. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed the movie. Let me know if you did enjoy the movie. Comment below as always. But as always, if you like what you see, remember to rate, subscribe, check us out on YouTube, Audioboom, Facebook, and Twitter. I hope you enjoyed my non-spoiler review. Also, let me know what you think on that. But with that, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.